In this video, I'm actually constructing a winch receiver that will strap to trees. This here is actually the completed project, but I show the whole project in the video. Me cutting, doing some plasma cutting, some welding. I actually grind some teeth onto the V-grooves. This is going to attach to a tree, and then my winch will go into the receiver tube there, and then I'll power it off of well, if I can get my tractor close enough, I'll power it off that. If not, I'll just have a 12-volt battery that I'll use to power it up. So stay tuned, because after the construction of this winch, I'll actually show it in use. I'll be pulling a tree from one side of the creek to the other from two steep embankments. Okay, so here I got all the major parts for the tree hitch laid out. I already cut everything. Just needs to be welded up. This is the receiver tube. It's going to be I notched it out. It's going to be welded to the 2x2, and that's a solid steel. It's not a hollow tube, the part it's being welded to. Then I'll have these two pieces that were actually cut out of that circle. They're going to be welded up to the sides like that for reinforcement. I'm going to straighten that edge up a little bit more, obviously, before I weld it. So, like that. So that'll be one side. And then the opposing side that faces the tree, it's just going to sit into these notches. Like so, and that's going to be welded. And then when that's all done, of course it's all crooked right now because it's just sitting there, there'll be a strap that's going to strap around the tree, so that I can anchor my winch to a tree and be able to pull the tree that's felled or on the ground out of the woods. Okay, so here I got the V-blocks welded up to the tube, or not tube, the solid 2x2 square. So the only thing really left now is to weld up the receiver tube to the main frame there. Then I should be able to try it out. So I'm not a professional welder, but this prime weld TIG 225, I'm actually doing DC stick. Sure does make it look like I'm at least better than a rookie anyway. So I'm pretty happy with the welder so far. Everything I've done previously has mostly been MIG welding and a little bit of TIG welding. Still trying to pick up the stick welding part. Okay, there's the tree we're pulling right there. See it going down the slope. Gonna pull it across the creek here. You can see down there's a creek bed. It's dry right now. And gonna pull it all the way across. There's our anchor point. I got the fabbed up hitch mount already to the tree. It's pretty solid. Ain't moving. Can't budge it. These teeth are biting in pretty good. With the little V block that I made. See, it's biting into the wood right there and there, as well as at the bottom. So I feel pretty good about that. So I'll be hooking up the hitch next and trying to pull it across. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that all in one section or if I should just do it in two pieces. I guess what I'll do is I'll cut the top half off that's dead. Well, the whole tree's dead, but it's actually broken and busted up. Try to get onto a good solid piece and pull. See what we do after that. Okay, here's the tree I'm after. Now I'm on the opposite side of the creek, and that's up there's where I'll be pulling it. Kind of see the winch right there on the tree. And I'm going to cut this thing just down there a little ways. Try to anchor onto this stump and pull it across. All right, I'm all hooked up over there. So I'm gonna do this in two pulls, I think. I'm gonna pull to that tree first, and then re-hook up to that tree up there, closer to the chicken coop. And I'm going to be powering the winch off the John Deere Gator up there. I'm gonna just start it, let it idle, run some jumper cables down to the winch. I got 30-foot cables, so they should reach. All right, here we go. Must have been hung up on another stump over there. It's coming pretty easy now. She's digging up some dirt on the way down. That's why she's struggling. All right, I'm going to get back a little bit because I don't know what it's going to do when I might just take some slack back on it. Put some slack back. Well, there she goes. She's down in the creek now. I definitely think I'm going to have to re-anchor it so it can pitch upward. Might have to use a snatch block in another tree. All right, I got the snatch block hooked up down there. Coming back up to the anchor tree. I got another choker on the tree. I'm gonna hook up to that. We got a couple of vines tangled up in it. Really shouldn't be that bad though. This is just a heavy log. But we're halfway up the hill, so, or a third of the way anyway. Let's see where it's been dragging along right there. Probably would have been better if I anchored my winch up higher, get that nose up off the ground a little bit more, but yeah, with the steel I made it with, it was pretty heavy. I struggled hanging it on the tree. What I might do in the future is put like a little keyhole slot on the top of the metal, put a screw on there and temporarily hang it and then strap it. But it's working. Got it up this far. Time to re-anchor to another tree. Okay, so I'm anchored to the next tree. Logs. I'm trying to miss this tree right over here. So I'm going to draw it this way. I've got my cable going right back to the tree winch, or the tree mount, I should say. Receiver hitch. It's hooked back up to that. I'm gonna do that just to clear that tree, and then I'm gonna actually hook it to this choker rope, choker strap I should say, right there, so I can get it in between that tree and that tree and miss the chicken coop and kind of take it straight out towards the gator there. So, slow process, but it's coming. Hopefully this tree's worth it. It's a nice big hard maple, so should get some decent lumber out of it. Okay, looks like I should clear that tree now, so I'm gonna go ahead and choke it to this other tree. Okay, we got it almost to the top here. Took a little bit of effort. Came, like I said, all the way down there about 30 yards, and then about another 15 yards up the other embankment over there through the creek. But I have no way to really access that side of the property. I don't have a bridge that'll support a tractor or a culvert pipe, and it's all pretty extreme hills and valleys through here. So anytime in the future, this will be nice if I need to get a tree from on the other side to this side. Okay, if all works out, it should be coming up between those two trees right there next to the chicken coop. I'm anchored to the tractor up there. I'm using the battery off the tractor now to supply the power to the winch. So I'm anchored there, and then I'm anchored back here to this tree now. So I had to use 3 different anchor points to get this thing up, but slowly but surely It's coming up. Just got to keep an eye on my tractor. It's on a pretty good incline. I got my grapple dug in. Shouldn't go anywhere. And I do see the log starting to peek up over the hill there. Going slowly though, because I got a 2-to-1 ratio right now on this pole. Looking good. Almost there. I think I'm going to get a couple blocks and stop right here to make sure it don't roll down the hill. That would be terrible rolling into the house down there. Alrighty, I think the tractor can get it from here. We got her up to the top though, that's my goal. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm sure I'll have more that I'm going to have to get on the other side and get out, so thanks for watching.